Hello everyone, it's Friday night, it's almost 10 o'clock. Sitting here with a cup of coffee I just made, and I'm going to do some cybersecurity studying to complete my certificate and hopefully have the certification by the end of the year. These are the sort of things that I talk about with homeless people and trying to get them to focus on themselves and focus on their situation and try to help them get out of their situation by focusing on themselves. A lot of times I always speak from my experience. I always speak from my experience. That's what I do. And from what I've seen in these shelters and stuff like that, I see so much lost, so much that's not being done, and leaving these people out to dry. And granted, everybody has to do their own thing. Everybody has to do that. That's why I'm trying to encourage people that are out there to do your own thing and not focus on these shelters. These shelters are in it for the business. They're not interested in you. Anyone that's been there doing that, they know that. Churches are the same way. It's coming up on the holidays now, and they're going to be out there showing, and the news people are going to be there, and all it is for publicity. See what we're doing for the homeless people? You're doing that for the day. You're doing that maybe for the weekend or something like that. What are you doing come when the holidays aren't there or anything like that? Okay, maybe it's hot out, and you might bring them some water or something like that. That's not helping them or anything like that. What they don't do is, what I've seen in my experience is, they don't help them with resumes. They don't try to help people in treatment programs. They don't try to get people into jobs situations. They don't try to offer them job training. They don't do any of that. In my experience, all they were interested in is, are you looking for work? Are you saving your money? And that's basically it. And you make your meetings to your case manager every week and stuff like that. You have to make those meetings. And as I mentioned in an earlier video, when you do get a job, then they make it tough for you to get to it with gate passes and stuff like that. And they try to set up these things where they try to ruin it for you to get these jobs and stuff like that. When you find a job on your own, the work people that are in the shelters, they're not interested in that. What they do is they send you on something that they know you're not going to get. And I've seen in my situation where, in my experience, not my situation, but my experience, I've seen them send them on people with jobs, and they come back and they say, "Did you get it?" No. And all the shelter's going to say is, "Well, we helped them." And a lot of people may say, "Well, the shelters are there doing a lot for people." No, they're not. It's what you see in the public eye, um, what they perceive to you. When you go through it, then you know what they're really doing. I've mentioned this with nonprofits. The same thing. That's why I'm trying to do these videos. My goal is to try to set up something where I can have something on social media or anything like that where people can get help doing resumes, setting up social media sites, getting jobs, setting up resumes on these job sites. Get technical training, learn a technical skill, because technology is where it's going to be. A lot of jobs are going automated right now. That's why I'm in tech. I'm studying technology. My whole focus is to get into IT, information technology, and there's just a wide range of things that you can do in technology and do it on your own time and your own studying and everything like that. And I've mentioned it in a when I was in the last shelter, when I was in there in January in Miami, when you had to meet with your case manager, then you had to meet with workforce that was in there, and they ask you all this kind of stuff. And when I told her my experience of everything that I got, she had no idea what I was talking about. She couldn't match anything with that because they're not used to that sort of thing. They're used to people getting them jobs in McDonald's or getting them at Publix. And I mean, these are all well-rounded jobs and stuff like that. But these are where they get you. If you have any kind of skill trades or anything like that, and you just fall hard in your times, they don't have anything like that. And when I told her about the technology stuff and what I want to go to school for, and maybe they can do the training and everything like that, what I was told was, we don't really have anything like that. They don't want to see you progress. They don't want to see you do that. What they want is they want to see you come back. They want you back there, because then you come back and they say, "Oh, well, you failed," and everything like that. The housing, that's a joke too. It's all a scam. It's all everything. I'm glad I'm able to do things on my own and get out of that situation, and that's what I'm trying to do for people that are out there. That's why I'm adding videos to my channel to do this sort of thing, and I'm hoping people are watching. I'm hoping people are getting things out of it and saying, well, damn, man, I can do that. I can do that. This guy can do it. I can do it. That's the whole message that I want to get across to people is you can do it. You can get out of your situation. You got to get online, though. You got to get yourself one of those free phones and go from there. Set those phones up and everything like that. Like I said, if you're in South Florida area or something like that and you want to meet up, I can show you how to set your phone up. I can spend an hour, or something like that, and go through everything that I talk to on my videos and go through it on the phone. Show you how to get Wi-Fi signals, how to do Wi-Fi calling, if you don't have phone service or anything like that. How to set up on a job site. Where to go for if you want to do something in technology or something like that. Even the most basic of technology or anything like that. Is a big deal. It shows that the biggest thing is when you're doing something online, the whole premise of doing it online in your situation is you're showing people that you're trying. You're showing people, okay, here's what I've done, here's what I've done, here's what I've done. And hopefully somebody picks up the thing. When I did it on YouTube, it was during the pandemic and everything like that, and everybody was worried about their own thing, and they were worried about being locked up in their apartment for a month and stuff like that. And I was doing these videos and stuff like that. I had a GoFundMe account going, and I made a little bit of money on GoFundMe and stuff like that, and enough to get me by and all that kind of stuff. A little bit of people watching and stuff like that, but I don't think I was doing the YouTube thing right. So now I have a better understanding of YouTube, and like I said, do something like I do. Start yourself a YouTube channel. Do videos every day of your situation. They don't, even a couple minutes of saying, okay, here's how my day is now. It's pouring down rain. It's here's what I have to do to keep out of the rain. Here's my situation and everything like that. And just little videos like that, maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes every single day or every other day. Upload it to a video. Maybe somebody will see it and just go from there. But that's what I want to try to do with people, is try to help you guys get out of your situation the way I did and move forward and never have to look back or anything like that. So the biggest thing is, I keep mentioning it too, a lot of people are out there on the streets. They don't go to shelters because they know they're a waste of time. I've heard people say that when I was out there. They refuse to go to the shelters because it's a waste of time. And I've seen it too when I tried to get out there and try to get in a shelter. We don't have any beds. We don't have any beds. This was before COVID happened. We don't have any beds. And the dude, and these are people that are dragging their stuff over there. I don't know how far they had to go, but they're taking their stuff over there every single day to meet this clown, who thinks it's a joke. He looks around like he's some kind of king. Like, look at all these people coming to see me, coming out here and everything. Real ignorant son of a bitch he is. And it's ridiculous to treat people like that. They come there, you're waiting for this guy to show up. He shows up late or whatever, whatever he wants to do. And all he does is get out and say, we don't have any beds today. You have to come back tomorrow. Like it's a joke. This is how you treat people. This is why I want to do what I'm doing to have people just beat the system, not be dependent on the system. To basically just say, go to hell to the system and do it yourself and get off it and not even worry about that. The more people that get off the streets by themselves, the more people that do it themselves and become successful, even in a small way. I'm not where I was last year, so I'm in a better situation now, and I'm a lot happier because I'm not in that situation. If you look at, okay, well, I'm not where I was last year, I'm in a better spot, then you're getting there. You're getting into a better situation, and you can look in the mirror every day and say, you know what, I did this. I did this. I did this. And you could be thankful for that. Get off the streets before the holidays. I've mentioned, I could show you things, I could show you so much on how to advance your situation that you'll never be taught in shelters. No church will take the time to show you this stuff. None of these nonprofit organizations, none of these people will show you how to do any of this stuff that I'm willing to share with you and not charge you anything for it other than just subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything or any kind of update or anything new. Comment in the bottom if you have a situation or anything like that, and if you want to do, even if you need research or something like that, well, I looked this up and I can't find this, or how do I do this, or how do I contact this. I'll try to do the research for you And if there's a way I can get in touch with you, or I'll just do a video for it, and I won't even give you a shout out unless you want it. And I'll say, this is to the one who sent me about this and this and this. Here's what I found, and send it your way and go from there. I can do this no matter what. I work a full-time job during the week. Um, I'm trying to do my studies. I don't go to college or anything like that. I'm doing all this on my own. I've learned a lot of this stuff. I'm pretty good with technology. I'm pretty good with computers and stuff like that. But you don't have a certification. So, but I'm working on that. I can focus now because all the things that I used to have to worry about, I don't have to worry about them no more. So I can put all that behind me, and I can focus on my studies now all weekend long, and just be up late tonight, have some coffee, maybe a second cup of coffee, and just focus on my studies. I've got, social media sites that I have set up and everything like that. I can have you set up on that. I can do all this. None of this stuff is going to be done in. None of this stuff's going to be done in shelters. None of it. None of it. I keep stressing this, stressing this, stressing this. I try to stress it in every video to get the point across. None of this is going to be available to you in shelters, churches, nonprofits. None of these people are going to do this for you. Let me help you. Even if I do one or two individuals and help them get into a better situation, and they contact me back and say, hey, you know what? I tried this, and you know what? I got a job interview next week. I got this. They like me. I just got hired, and I reconnected with a family member, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and you're getting ahead each day. You're getting ahead. Things are getting better. You're no longer in this situation. Maybe you're staying, in a hostel or something like that, which is kind of like a shelter, but you have to pay for it. But you can come and go as you want and stuff like that. But then maybe you get into a motel room, and you go from there, and you're staying there and stuff like that. I can set you up with travel apps, how to gain points and stuff like that by spending, and you build up points, and then your next, say you want to spend a weekend or something like that, you use those points, and say the room is maybe $65 a night or something like that for the weekend. If you have enough points, you might only have to spend $35 a night for that room, and get you off the street for the weekend, get you a shower, get you cleaned up and stuff like that, get you on a job interview, how to get bus passes, basically everything, how to get you off the street and everything like that. That's what my goal is, because when I went through it, it was living hell. Eventually it got to a point where it's like, you know what, none of these people give a shit about me. I have to do this on my own. And every single day I sat in that truck, in that parking lot, I focused everything on what I can do. I never went to a church to look for anything, ask them for anything or anything like that. It was a waste of my time. And I came across other homeless people too that were waiting on checks, or were getting their checks or something like that. And, they told me the same thing. It's like, yeah, don't waste your time with this. Don't waste your time with that. And eventually I learned, yeah, don't waste my time with that, because I went through it. I figured, okay, well, maybe it didn't work for them. Let me try it. And it didn't work. So I learned that. So reach out to me, watch my videos, subscribe to my channel. Don't miss another video or anything like that. And let me help you get off the streets and do what I can to, so where you don't have to depend on these people, and make money off of your back or off of your misery.